Everybody. And James here. If you're seeing this on Marla's page, by the way, you're probably wondering, what is this? Why is a random Asian guy on Marla's page as well too? It's because your friend and mine is an incredibly inspiring individual. And today I want to actually dive into some aspects of her story that I know are going to empower you, impact you as well too. For those of you that don't know me, my name is James. I am the founder of an organization called the Warrior Movement, and we help build people and unlock what's called their inner warrior in their body, mind, spirits so that they can crush it in their online business. And Marla has been a warrior for sure. But I just got some questions for you today, Marla. But before we get into those, how you feeling?
A little nervous.
Good.
Live streaming, so yeah.
That was gonna be good. I know, and if you're watching this live on replay, show some love as well too. I'm curious, have you ever been afraid of public speaking? Like, put a 1 in the comments if you've ever been afraid of public speaking, because I definitely was. It's the number one fear over even death itself. But you're doing awesome. So Marla and I, we've known each other for, gosh, how long have we known each other for now?
September.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It's been half a year then. Half a year. It's felt like we've known each other for like 6 years in a good way.
Yeah.
So Marla, I'd love to just dive into some things here, but before we even partnered, where were you in life, in work, and in your health? Like, what were some of the things that you were going through at that time?
I didn't work since January. I had an injury. I had surgery December 17th of 21. And then like 5 days later, I went back to work and I had another injury.
Wow.
Again, I passed out basically.
Dang.
And I hurt myself again.
Oh my gosh.
So then from January until even now, I still haven't been able to go back. I'm in physical therapy right now. I still have 6 more weeks to go with physical therapy. But that's kind of where this kind of started. So then throughout the year being home, I was just kind of looking for other opportunities and different things. And you see all these promises and all these, just so many different people telling you to try this or try that. Yeah. Well, none of them ever appealed to me. And then finally in September, I seen one of your videos and then you responded to me. And I think that's where we started our conversation.
Gotcha.
With the whole health and wellness. Yeah.
There is a lot of junk that's out there now. It's like, it's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is we have so much information. It's like at our fingertips. The bad thing is it's really hard to know what's good and not good. And I'd love to know, and it's an honor, first of all, just to be connected now and to be partnered. You inspire me and our entire community for sure. But what were some of the things that really stood out to you that made this different from anything else that you saw?
The number one thing was the community. The community and the access we have to succeed is like no other. I mean, people pay thousands of dollars for the things that the Warrior Movement teaches for free. So that was like the utmost. But I didn't even know this at the moment. I know when I met you and started talking to you. But it just felt right. Like, we talk about those inspired thoughts a lot. And that's kind of where things started with you when I started speaking to you. It was like, kept on asking the universe to send me something that I know I would be good at, something that would, just feel right. And I just know it. And that's when we started speaking or talking. That's exactly what I did. I just took, I didn't even think about it. I just started going and doing. Then I got my product and then I was absolutely like blown away with my product. From taking pain pills constantly to not being able to sleep.
Wow.
Even with pain pills, still not sleeping. And then I take this product the first night and I am like out. I mean, I still had some of my pain, but I was out. I
Wow.
was drooling on my pillow. So that right there in itself had me.
Oh my
And
God.
then that's when I learned all the other things that the War Your movement had for me. And I
Incredible.
took it and I ran with it.
Oh my gosh. And Marla, I mean, you crushed it. I think you got promoted 9 times in the first like 90 days or something, like something crazy like that. Was that right? Am I right
Yeah,
on that?
and yeah, by the end of December.
Wow. Wow. And if you're listening to this, like something I love studying success, and it's just so fascinating because because most people they have to see it before they believe it. But you just believed it and then you saw it as you went through it, right? Like the product came and it's like, okay, good. I'm glad that was good. And then you just started doing things. And, okay, I guess this is working as well too, which is amazing to hear. But there's a very big element of success in that. So if anyone's listening to this and you're like, how do I move forward in my life? Well, sometimes you have to not overthink things and just go with your gut, But you asked, you got
Yeah.
confirmation, you said, let's go, right? So I wonder if some people need to ask today for some type of direction as well, right? But I just applaud you for your obedience to that. And now 6 months later, wow, what a journey it's been. So I love to ask even because pain's a big thing. Like if I were to ask you on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of your pain levels before you tried the product, what were your pain levels like?
Oh my gosh. If we do a scale from 1 to 10, I was always between an 8 and a 10.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, from January till I got introduced to the product. And
Wow.
it probably took a couple of weeks for me really to start noticing my pain kind of going down.
Hmm.
Um, but I stopped taking my pain pills because, I mean, obviously they weren't really helping with the
Mhm.
pain. And I was taking them more so I could try to sleep. They weren't helping me to sleep. But
Mm,
then when I got my product and I was sleeping well, I was like, well, I don't need my pain pills. So
wow.
therefore, in the mornings, I wouldn't feel groggy. I'd have more energy to do things.
Yeah.
I was still in pain and I was still hurting.
Right.
And then probably within a couple of weeks, I started really noticing more and more. I had to slow down
Hmm.
because I was like Superwoman and I was like, trying to like clean. And I was like, oh man. And then all of a sudden I'd get aggravate,
Yeah.
like the nerve and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, that was just, so
Wow.
I had to kind of slow down on the. And I think at this time I was only taking 2 products.
Wow. Oh my gosh. And it's crazy because like pain's one of those things. There's so many people that are going through chronic pain. And if you're hearing this now and you're going through any type of physical pain, like talk to Marla because I mean she knows this very, very well. But I can only imagine it's almost like you're walking around with a weight vest, such a burden for a while, and then you're uplifted. And it makes sense why you'd want to be like a superwoman because now you experience freedom like that. So which is
Yeah.
incredible. And I
And
also know,
no, go ahead.
hey, go for it, go for it.
I was going to say, I think the hardest thing through all of that
Mm,
is like my family, my doctors, everyone, they could not physically see the pain,
uh,
right? They could not physically see it.
mm,
So when I would literally just fall to the floor because all I wanted to do was clean, and I'm like on the floor crying my eyes out because I know I can't move something because I would injure myself even more.
wow.
They look at me kind of funny and like,
Mm,
I think my kids had more sympathy for me and they really tried their best to help me do certain things. Okay, mom, we'll wash the walls. Okay, mom, we'll move your bed.
mm,
But it was just really hard when you're so used to doing things like that. So it
yeah,
just,
that's
yeah,
great.
that's
You
the
know, I've
hardest.
never, I've never even thought about that perspective before. That you can't see pain. It's true, right? And
Mhm.
that just gives me such an empathy for you because like I can't even yeah it's like you can say it's a level 10 pain but what does that mean, right? Like for me, like I'm just thinking I'm like I can't even imagine what that's like. So that's why I'm even more excited that you're experiencing the freedom and the health that you are now as well too. And it's continued, you're continuing to feel amazing. And I think you had a situation where you went back in for surgery, and tell us about what happened there.
Okay, so November 30th of 22, I had my second cervical surgery,
Mm,
except this time from them doing it from the front, they went through the back.
Wow.
And they told me it was going to be a lot worse than when it was when I had my initial surgery.
Mm.
So just to give a little bit of background on my first surgery, after surgery, I could not do anything. Like I literally had a hard time brushing my teeth, putting up my hair. Like there was just so many things. So Isaac, my partner, he helped me do a lot of different things throughout that process after surgery. I was even using a walker for the first couple days. So why I went back to work 5 days later, I haven't a clue, but I did it. Isaac even had to drive me to work. But anyways, with the second surgery, they told me it was going to be worse than that. So that's what I was expecting. When I woke up, the first thing I did is I took my products. That was the first thing I did was take my products.
Yeah.
And then I started walking around, and then the physical therapist comes to me and he's like, let's go up and down these stairs. And I was like, okay. Wow. And I started going up and down those stairs. I mean, I was moving around. It was amazing how quickly. And all I keep on thinking to myself is they said it was going to be worse. This is not worse. And not only that, I had the pain in the back of my neck, okay, but it was like soreness. But I didn't have that continuous little nerve pain that was happening. Like every single day, 24/7, there was always like a pinch of pain in the back of my neck, constantly there. And depending how much I did or not do, was aggravating factors of it. So,
oh my gosh, that is incredible.
Finding the perfect surgeon, neurosurgeon at that, and then having the right products to just really get me moving. The best part though is my pain medications. They give me some to go home with. I probably only took them for like 2 days.
Dang. Wow. This is, guys, we're talking about a neck surgery, like nerve spine surgery. Like that just sounds intense, right? Anything that deals with here. So to know that within a day, I mean, you were just when waking up, you're fine and you didn't need pain meds. That is amazing. And I'm telling you, the body's amazing. If you feed it the right things, it's able to do incredible things for you. And it also encourage, get second opinions and stuff. Like doctors aren't always right. They do their best. But I'm just so amazed by you, Marla, because you're just someone that's just like, I don't like that answer. So I'm going to figure something out. And you became your own best advocate. And that's really what it comes down to, so that is amazing. We can talk for days, but I have one other question, because as you've been doing that, and as you transform yourself, because the Warrior Movement's all about transforming ourselves so we can transform other people. We're blessed to be a blessing, is the saying. And as you transformed the lives of many other people. You're still inspiring so many people as well, too. And you found a way to be able to build a business from your phone now. And I'm just curious for your lifestyle, knowing that you have an opportunity now, knowing you have that ability to just be anywhere, and you have some cool ideas in the future as well, too. Like, what would you say are one of the biggest perks that you've enjoyed about just being able to just work from your phone?
Just having that flexibility. Because I could be at the doctor's office and I could be sending a quick message, I could be like, it's just the flexibility of just having it in my hand. I'm driving or I'm not driving, somebody else is driving, but we're going somewhere and here I am, it's just so simple. It's the easiest thing in the world. And I think, again, what makes it easy is having the community around you who teaches you, who understands you. Some things are uncomfortable, but we all get through it together, because like, who's doing lives? Well, I'm doing a live right now and I still don't like
You're doing awesome too.
But it's I think the thing is that the Warrior Movement doesn't ask for too much at all. I mean, if we really want to make money online, everybody's doing it. So that's what we're here for. That's the most amazing, easiest thing that anyone can do if you do it right.
Right.
With the right company, with the right products, with the right, just And without having to spend thousands and thousands of dollars for the same free training we get.
Yeah, absolutely. So well said, Marla, and just inspired once again. Always, and what I love is we're always a work in progress, all of us, and that's what I like about our community because we're real people that are doing things just a little bit differently, but we're in community with each other and supporting one another, and it's so important. So while some inspire you, you inspire us tremendously, and I hope that with our audiences today, you're inspired by Marla as well. So if you like some information on what Marla's been doing, whether it's through pain or whether it's through what she's doing with a phone-based business or just more about her story, what's up, Lynn? Great to see you. Then reach out to Marla. I'm telling you, Marla is one of those people. And here's one secret that I found in life: find people that are going places and just hang around them, and you will go places too. And no joke, Marla, because I've seen you both in victory and on the other side of victory too.
Mm-hmm.
But the victors are made in the valleys. And what inspires me the most is besides you got promoted 9 times in 12 weeks, which is awesome. But what's even more awesome is to see you go through even valleys in your life, because you're going through struggles as all of us are as well too. But to see you break through those,
Mm-hmm.
that's the type of winner that I would want to be around, because it's easy to quit. And you are far from that. You are winning, So reach out to Marla once again if you want some more information on what's going on. I'm telling you, you're going to be in super good hands because Marla just loves people. Like, she has such a heart to serve. That's why you're doing well in this business, But Marla, thanks so much for spending some time with me. We're so proud of you, and can't wait for the next chapters of your story. It's gonna be amazing.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And you crushed it on your live. So
Thank you.